Hi there everybody, it's Verity here from Inkybutterfly.com. Thank you so much for joining me again today for another card making video. We are using tile techniques today. Really like this for making backgrounds and just letting that do the work. No sentiments, so we'll bring in Simply Said. Super versatile, I'm using it all the time. First thing I reach for. So no surprises there that I've come to that one, but you know, you can pick out sentiments from all sorts of things. So I've picked out the happy birthday. Okay, but one of the dies I'm using is actually from Beautiful Butterflies dies, and actually that's got a happy birthday in it as well. So you know, there's loads of sentiments around. Just pick out something that's going to work with your design. You know, I've decided to go with just a simple banner across this one, no extra bits and pieces. I just wanted the background to do the work there. And this is petal pink. I don't use petal pink a lot, so I thought I'd bring it out. And I wanted to use black embossing powder because we get the, there we go, there's the shine on there. Okay, so you know, we see clear used for emboss resist, and you see the metallics brought out. White is nice on the dark cardstock, but you don't see the black used much. So this is us using the black embossing powder. It is a little less forgiving. There's a few speckles and things like that, but you know, it's just another look that we can use in our card making. Forget that sheen. Rather than just the flat black impression. Okay, so we're going to go brights this time. We're going to go with Coastal Cabana. So I've got a card layer here. This is a little smaller because I've got a black layer that's the full card length, card width. So the black layer is 4 by 5 3/4, and then this one is just 1/8 of an inch smaller, and so shorter and narrower, just to give us this nice skinny border. And because we want to preserve our cardstock, that layer that's going to all get covered up, I've actually die cut some shapes out of there. So one of them is the one that we need for the card today. The other two I've got in my stash, just in this little tray, to use on another project. Okay, so but no one is ever going to know that those are under there. So it's a good way to preserve your cardstock, especially if you're, you know, on down to your last piece of your favourite or something. Okay, so there we go. The little flick of contrast with some Melon Mambo. Don't know whether you can, oh yeah, there we go. So there's that, but this is Blackberry Bliss. There was a little scrap on my desk and I was like, oh, that'll do, I'll chuck that on just to bring in just a little hint of a colour. There's a couple of gems on there as well. Again, if you sort of look for them, you'll see them, but the background's doing the work. Scrap a Coastal Cabana for the sentiment later, so we'll pop those to one side, and a Coastal Cabana card base. Okay, so let's pop that to one side. Let's get our stamping and embossing done. Okay, so there's this is our big stamp. So obviously this is designed to go into the top of this of a panel. Okay, but I thought I'd mix it up and use it the other way around, basically, because there's no rules when we are stamping. Just because something's been designed to be used in a certain way doesn't mean we can't use it differently. So we're going to just pop some anti-static on there just to remove any like sticky prints or anything like that. We want our Versamark ink, so this is our watermark stamp pad, but it's a thicker sticky ink that will hold on to the embossing powder until it melts. Okay, and we've got our toolkit. The brush and the tweezers will come in useful for this. So this is a large stamp, so we will take the ink pad to the stamp And you really want to get this really well inked up. Obviously it's difficult to see because it's clear. And just go over it a few times. It's a foam pad, so just give it a good old press over there. And like I say, we're going to sort of use this in a alternative way. Okay, and hopefully you can see that I'm going to line this up with the bottom and the side. There will be a gap in the middle, but that's fine. So I'm just going to look for that clear polymer. Just it just about goes to the edge of the card, and about 1/8 of an inch from the bottom, and then just firmly press that all over. Okay, and then we're gonna flip it round and repeat that at the other end. So again, just making sure that's good and well inked, and exactly the same, looking to get that photopolymer edge to edge on the left and right hand side, and then about 1/8 of an inch from the bottom, about there, and there will be a gap. Okay, could mark the center if you wanted to, and to help guide you. Okay, so very hard to see on camera, but I think you might be able to see a hint of the clear ink on there. We'll use our lovely reversible tweezers. I'm going to get that right in as far as I can get it, and we'll chuck on our black powder. So we'll do that side, just tap off any excess. Oops. And then do this side. So I missed a bit up there, so we'll just do that. Okay, looks like you're using loads, and you are in the first instant. So that's a good sort of 2/3 of the tubs kind of in the tray at the moment, but it all goes back in the pot, and we can reuse it. So that's beautiful, stamped really well, and it's taken the powder really well. I'm going to pop that there just for a second and just tip this back in because we're going to need this. So obviously this tray is helpful in just trying to keep us tidy. And then we'll need the embossing tool. Okay, so obviously this is loud, so I'm going to just get this warmed up, and then it's going to be really hard to see the turn, I think, on this, but I'll leave it in shot just on the off chance that you'll be able to see it. Okay, I'm going to warm both sides and get that heated. Okay, don't know whether you could see that, but that's now absolutely gorgeous. I would say that's actually turned out better than the other one. So shimmery, so lovely. It just gives you that really different look. Okay. I'm actually, while I was doing that, I was just having a bit of a thunk to myself as to whether I actually want to add the other bit of embossing. let's just do what I call a dry build on this and just have a look, shall we? You know, but would it look weird having that blank space? It probably would, wouldn't it? Yeah, so I think we are going to have to do it. But you know what, you know, like I said to you, you know, the rules are there, but you know, you don't have to follow them. So you know, sticking with the same stamp, we could there is another stamp that could do this, but we'll just stick with this. So again, getting that nice and inked up, bit of a smaller stamp, so just looking to get that arch there lined up, looking to see those little fronds at the bottom look like they're kind of level. Okay, twist it round and repeat that at the bottom, and then we'll go again with the embossing powder. So I think I'll just fast forward through that little bit of process because you've seen it now with the first lot. So I'll see you back in a minute when this is all done. Okay, all done. So that's lovely. We can pop all these things away and we can start putting things together. So let's use our seal to add this to the black layer. I'll probably just get a couple of bits in the middle there. So just looking to get those borders even at the bottom there, and then the rest should take care of itself. Give that a nice firm press, and we can get this attached to the card base, which of course is in Coastal Cabana as well, so all good. All matches. There we go. Nice firm pressure on that. The heat does warp the cardstock a little bit, so you might need to give it stick it under a book or something. Okay, really pretty, right? Really pretty. So we'll get this adhered onto this for our little pop of colour. So this little gap in the middle is just going to disappear now because we will have this bit that we can use. Okay, so this time round I'm going to do both of these flat. Oops, let's stick it in the middle, shall we? which is somewhere there, flat and even. Nice firm bit of pressure there, and we'll just use our black ink to stamp our happy birthday greeting. And like I say, the die that I'm using is actually from Beautiful Butterflies. It's got this lovely long sort of banner, little sentiment. Oops, a daisy. That will be perfect for this. So just take that off so I can actually see where the end is and make sure it's even. And straight. So that looks about right. Okay, and then we will pop that through the die cut machine really quick. It's only a small die, so I'm not going to take a minute. Three turns of the handle and it's done. And then we can pop this up onto some dimensionals. I think 3 would be good, just to make sure that middle bit is supported. Oops. And then we can add this to the middle. Like so. Okay, and then, you know, if you want to use some rhinestones just to give it a bit of bling, you can. Did put some clear ones on there, but they are a bit lost on there. I don't think you'd even notice that they were there if I didn't point them out, really. But I'd almost feel like the Celebration little sparkles that we've got, these darker ones, might be nice just to sort of pick out the this bit of melon mambo that we've got going on. I think they're more like petunia pop or berry burst, but I think it would work quite nicely. So let's just do that in our usual sort of way. And I think that just ties that together a little bit more. In that little space there. A little bit of iridescence as well, so it kind of picks up that kind of blue sheen that the Coastal Cabana kind of has. And that sort of iridescence, you know. I don't know whether that catches in the light so well. But it's just that little hint of that colour coming through. It's a bit of a quirky thing, completely out there for my normal type of card, but you know, it's just somewhat different, more ideas, and you know, sometimes it's just that spark of an idea that you can have, that then can help you to get over some creative block or whatever it is. So something completely different. There you go. I hope you've enjoyed it anyway, and it's given you some ideas, or maybe some ways that you know, maybe you do things differently and everything. So love to see what you make, of course, and I'd love to know what you think in the comments. Please do like, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Do stay safe, take care, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye.